Charles Oakley was bringing leather duffel bags onto the plane, minimum of $50,000 per trip. So that's one thing. Some guys told me, and this didn't make it in the book, that they really didn't want to gamble with Charles because they knew he came up with Michael and Chicago. And they were like, I basically had one or two people tell me from other teams, they're like, Michael, people wanted so badly to be in with Michael Jordan that they would help him cheat in the card games. And so we knew that Oakley came up with Michael, so we wanted nothing to do with his card games because we were worried that we were going to get swindled. So I heard that, didn't include it just because I couldn't find enough corroboration for it to be able to put it in the book, but I thought it was interesting that some people were concerned about that. But what I heard specifically is that, it was a team bonding exercise. These guys were extremely competitive, obviously from an athletic standpoint, but also just in general. They would race each other at a practice facility. Patrick Ewing would play the lottery every day, despite the fact that he was one of the highest paid athletes of all time during those years. So they always wanted to win at stuff, and they were very competitive. Oakley, in particular, really loved cards, and he got angry with teammates that would not play cards on the plane. But keep in mind, Oakley, Mason, Ewing, Starks, they were paid in a much different way than the young guys were on the team, and the newcomers and the rookies and what have you. So, they would use the rationale, all I have is my per diem, man. I've got $150 here, $150 there. Maybe for the sake of the trip, you've got a lot of money with all the days combined and the per diem that you're going to have. But, these guys are like, that's all I'm willing to gamble. I don't have enough money, and you guys are playing high stakes games. I can't get into that because I don't have the money to pay you back if I lose. So Oakley started getting mad about the fact that guys couldn't participate. So what he did at a certain point, this is what Chris Childs told me in '96, Oakley buys a credit card imprint machine, those old school, those machines that you slide. He basically was like, okay, you guys can play on credit now. You're going to pay me 10% of whatever the money is. But now you ain't got no excuse no more to not participate in these games because it's not about cash. Now you can use your credit card. Aren't you happy that you can play now? So Oakley was trying to strong arm guys into playing and gambling with them. And that shows you, I think, my point about how much they enjoyed gambling, or at least how much Charles Oakley enjoyed gambling. And I think that's an example of wanting to show the reader rather than just telling them that they like to gamble. I think that comes across way more strongly.